Hi, I'm going to be showing you how to make mini portable personal first aid kits. It's open. It's like a little wallet. You can put different things in here, like gauze and band-aids. I have some as well. And you might need to fold. Hang on. You might need to fold it up to be able to fit in the little package or whatever inside the first aid kits. Hang on. And as you see here, there's a button. Now, where would the button go? The answer to that question is on the opposite side of the potholder loop. So we would go right there and just make a little placeholder, probably with your finger. And I already started sewing. It's just really hard to sew through. So I might not sew completely all the way through, just in a little pocket, because this isn't all just entirely one thing. I don't really have an example right now, I'm sorry. So you would, and at the end of your thread, you would make a little knot. Here's an example right here. It's very small, sorry. And you would use a good sized button. You can choose which button you want. There's multiple types, multiple sizes, multiple colors. So you can choose, it doesn't matter. We chose the red pot holders because, you know, first aid, red, kind of goes with each other. So let's just get started on the button. So we would make a little loop right there. It's very small. I'm sorry, I chose red. I should have chosen black or something. And make the loop. Sew it in the bottom. Make sure it is on the bottom, not the top where you'll be putting the button. And then you'd sew back through. Sorry, this is really hard to sew through. Wrong place. Where does it go? That's close enough. So you'd sew it back through, and what I'm going to be doing now is putting on the button. I'd go through there, right there. Keep it kind of levitating, not levitating, like on the thread but not on the thing, so you know where your needle's going, so you don't poke yourself. Trust me, that hurts. Then you'd sew back down and then back up again. Just give me a sec, I'm sorry. There we go. Like this. Sew through it again. Like that. And then tighten it. You don't want it to be loose, then your button wouldn't stay put. Then you just do that a couple of times to make sure it stays there and it doesn't move. I mean, it can move just a little bit, but hopefully it doesn't fall off. How I would finish it off is on the bottom, not where the button is. Hang on. So that's a little messy, but whatever, nobody's gonna see it. So I would go under it, like that, under the loops, which we've previously made, and through that hole to make a knot. I've done this before, it's pretty sturdy. And I do that a couple of times just to make sure it stays put. And the next step, I'd make at least 3 knots, hang on. And then cut off the remaining thread. There. So that's your button and loop, but we're not done yet. As you have seen in the example, that there are baggies full of band-aids. I would go with one of these small sandwich bags. They're about the same size as the pot holders.
Snack bags.
Oh, snack bags, excuse me. And you would alternate where the zippers are, like this, and then you'd sew it down through the middle. And then that's pretty much all. I'll do that too. Just let me get my thread. And
do you have to sew through the whole pot holder to sew the baggies on, or just the top layer of the fabric to get the baggies on?
well, I do it. I would do it both to make sure. Yeah. So you'd want it pretty long. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. So you'd want it pretty long just in case. You can always cut it off later. And then we'd still make a knot at the ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is hard because they just will not stay put. So how do you make the knot again? I'm sorry. Just how do you
wrap
make
it
the
around
knot?
your finger
So I'd wrap it around my finger?
several times, like 2 or 3 times.
Like that?
That's a little much.
This is the first time I've ever made a knot. I'm sorry. Like this?
And then wrap it around one more time. Okay, now pull it off your finger. Roll it off your finger.
Like this?
Now pull the knot. Like pull from the string. Yeah. Did it take?
No. This happened a couple of times with you, I remember. So like that?
Here, hold the camera for me.
Okay. You know how to do it way better than I do.
Sorry, guys. And there's
There's your knot. Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome, baby.
And then you would start sewing. I would start sewing at the bag, but that's just me.
Sew underneath the zipper.
Underneath the zipper.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fine. I'm sorry. I was mistaken.
This is hard and tough. I do not like it one bit. And I have to sew the other one.
Why don't you sew through the pot holder first, kind of like you did with the button?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But not so that. Just sew it through the top lining.
Right here?
That's fine. Just keep your knot on that side of the fabric. No. Just through the fabric, not through the whole pot holder, just the top, that portion of fabric.
Oh.
Yes.
Ugh.
I think we picked either thicker pot holders, or the pot holders have like really stiff fabric compared to the ones that we used at mommy-daughter camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now,
would that work?
yeah. Now go ahead and start your baggies.
Now you would want to make sure that they are lined up. Not perfectly, nobody can do it perfectly, but as best as you can to make sure that the pockets are even. Right here. Ugh. Sorry, I am not all that good at it. It has been a while.
Would you like to skip that step for the video's purposes and show how we stitched them together in this example one?
Yes. So we didn't do it too far, but we did it close enough to make sure that it's pretty sturdy. My mom is pretty good, and she didn't make any outer lines. I'm just gonna call them lines. And make sure you make a knot at the end and cut off the extra thread, excuse me. And then you have your first aid kit. And you can do pretty much whatever you want with it after. Since it's yours, maybe you can make like a second one and fill that up with, I don't know, makeup or hair stuff. Maybe like toiletry, like toothbrush and toothpaste. Actually, I think that's a pretty smart idea. Once I tried to do that with sunscreen, didn't turn out very well because the bottle was like this thick. Bye, thanks for watching.